Hi, it's Mike Panja, and today we are going to make delicious, professional looking, tasting, soft pretzels. We all have Rebecca Watts for suggesting that I do it, so thanks Rebecca, and this one's for you. Here's what you'll need to make 8 soft pretzels. I have 1.5 cups of warm water, and I'm going to add about a teaspoon of sugar to help feed the yeast. Stir that up a bit. Get it dissolved in the warm water. Now I have 7 grams of bulk yeast, which is equivalent to 1 package. If you have packages, you can use that. That'll be fine. Stir that up a bit. Now we're going to just wait a few minutes for that to foam up and become active. After a few minutes, we can see the yeast has bubbled up in the bowl and it's ready for the next step. 4.5 cups of flour now goes into the mix. We'll mix that in. At this point, I'm going to use my hand to get it mixed to a better dough-like consistency. I'm spraying a clean bowl with cooking spray, and I'm going to take our ball of dough, place it in the new bowl, cover it, and let it rest for 30 minutes. This would be a good time to start heating a large pot of water on the stove. You could keep it on low for now, but it'll help us get boiling quicker later when we need it. Okay, our dough has rested, and we can go on to the next step. Powder a work surface with flour. Dump out our dough. Now, the first thing I want to do at this point is flatten it out a little bit and sprinkle it with about 1/2 teaspoon of table salt. Okay. Now we're going to knead it for 4 or 5 minutes. Now we're going to cover it again and let it rest for about 10 minutes. Using our dough scraper, we're going to divide the dough into 8 equal parts. I find it's easiest to divide it in half first, then divide each half in half, then divide each of those pieces in half, and we'll have 8 approximately equal pieces. Take each piece and roll it into a long strip. You want it to be between 24 and 30 inches long when you're done. And that's what we need to do for each of these. As you're rolling the middle, push your hands to the outer edge and that will help get the length that you want. Okay, once you have the length, you put it in a U shape, twist the ends like this, and come back over to make the classic pretzel shape. Instead of rolling, another technique that works is to swing it like a jump rope to stretch it out. And this is what our formed pretzels look like. Now we've turned up the heat on our pot of hot water to get it boiling, and we're going to add about a half a cup of baking soda. One at a time, we set each pretzel into the boiling water and give it 15 to 20 seconds on each side before removing it. For this next part, I am going to introduce you to a trick that I guarantee you will not see in any other cookbooks or any other cooking videos. The reason is it's my original idea and I've never published it before. The problem that bakers have often is that when they're baking a bagel, a dinner roll, rolls, a bread, whatever, on a hard surface like a sheet pan or a pizza stone, the bottom burns when the top is just done nicely golden brown. So one of the solutions that people try is to put a piece of parchment paper under the baked goods and see if that'll prevent it. Often it does not. My solution to that is what I'm going to show you now. The first thing you're going to do is tear off 2 sheets of parchment large enough to cover the sheet pan that we're going to use. Then we're going to take each sheet of the parchment and crumple it up tightly. Now, open it up carefully, don't rip it. And place it back down on your sheet pan. Now, all of those wrinkles will provide an airspace to keep your baked goods off the hottest part of the pan. The second sheet provides even more insulated air spaces to guarantee we're not going to burn. Okay, that's done. Now you put your baked goods, whether they're dinner rolls or bagels or soft pretzels, on your paper. Before putting our pretzels in the oven, I'm going to brush them with a egg yolk bath, which I've cut with water, stirred it up real well. And this will help give us a nice golden color when we're done and help the pretzel salt adhere to each of the pretzels. Now to finish it off with a little traditional pretzel salt. And there we have it, ready for the oven. The oven's been preheated to 450, and we are expecting these pretzels to be done in 10 to 12 minutes. Here they are out of the oven, beautifully golden brown. That is one good pretzel. I hope you're going to enjoy your soft pretzels. It's been a pleasure, and I really appreciate you watching these videos. I would like you to leave comments with any suggestions, any other ideas you have, what you'd like to see in the future, what you might be critical of, anything of that nature. I'd really like to hear from you, and I will answer anybody that sends me a comment. Well, thanks again for watching. Be sure you're a subscriber, and you can recruit a couple of other friends to be subscribers also. That would help me and make me smile. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you again next time.